biodegradable polymers with applications and EMI shielding, energy storage, water purification, anti-corrosion and sustainable technologies. Dr. Saini sir continues to contribute significantly to materials and innovations, environmental sustainability through his research.
As Sir has joined us online, we kindly invite Sir to address the gathering.
I hope I am audible. I just want to check. I am audible? Am I audible? Okay, so you could speak. Anyways, respected Professor VC Sharda University, YK Gupta ji, guest of honors, distinguished guest, Professor Swaminathan, Professor Gopal, Conference of Finance, Professor There, Professor Khan, Professor Manish, Professor Agarwal, and any of the other distinguished gathering who is present over here or online mode, other eminent personalities, students, ladies and gentlemen, and friends. So I think it is my proud privilege to talk about the very important topic that has been raised over this event, that is the International Conference on AI-driven Intelligent Systems for Sustainability. If I talk about this thing, I mean, it's a very important area in the context of the present times. I just want to tell that if we look at it as a number of keywords that are associated in this topic, they themselves are a huge area of research and very much important subtopics in itself. Just to name the AI, intelligent systems, and sustainability. So everybody knows that they are the buzzwords, they are the important words, they are the lifelines also these days in one way or the other. So AI, we all know that is based on the algorithms, it performs certain things, it's an artificial system, intelligent system. Intelligent system, when we talk about, obviously we say that some systems which based on the logic that has been given to it and they perform the task probably more efficiently and faster compared to the human sometimes. Sustainability, everybody knows that is the need of the hour, and even UN has well-defined sustainability goals having its own sub-targets to meet them. So all these things are very much important, and when we talk about somehow finding the interrelation between them, how to correlate them in a much more efficient and effective manner so as to reap out the benefits for the masses, societies, nations, and obviously the planet as a whole. So many opportunities are there, but challenges are also there. The most important point that is to note that nature or natural things are always the best. Everybody knows that nature is the best physicist, chemist, technologist, nanotechnologist, whatsoever you talk about. Nature and its made systems are most complex yet most efficient things. Nobody can perform, better compared to the natural system until and unless some exceptional situation arises. So obviously what happens when we talk about the artificial system, for example, artificial intelligence also. Again, it is a man-made system. So there is always constant improvements. There is a scope for improvement so as to make it much more efficient at par or maybe the better than the natural system someday or the other. So that is the most important thing that we all know, but we need to again emphasize upon. Again, the intelligent systems work from the logic, certain things that have been given to it, and it performs the operation strictly as per the logic, conditions, and instructions given to it. So many times the most important thing that is lacking is that despite it being faster in terms of the calculation of performing certain physical tasks, it may be lacking the very important aspect that is very important aspect of the humans is the smartness. That means despite of having the intelligent things, smartness is the most important thing, which is many times missing. So human are definitely, we know that, considered smart, which may take even decisions which are based on the combination of intelligence, previous experiences, future aspects, and many times they may be based on the other things that we talk about. Sometimes we say about the sixth sense, gut feeling, intuition, certain things which may be based on certain opinions, sometimes the superstition also, sometimes based on the astrological facts, sometimes based on the beliefs. But whenever they take the decision, the most important thing is that they take the responsibility or they may be held accountable. So they may be rewarded also, they may be punished also, they may be penalized also. But these possibilities may not be sometimes possible with the true artificial intelligence based system. Anyways, we need to see that how efficient or important we can make these systems in order to meet all these targets in a smartness component maximization within these artificial intelligence system, so that they at least able to do actual justice that is required and able to assist the humans sometimes, so that they may be able to take the better decision, perform more efficiently, and in that way the entire ecosystem will grow. I again say the humans can feel the emotions, they can smell, they can taste, they can sense, speculate, judge the way, which are sometimes much more complex and may not be replicated by the AI based systems. But yes, the possibility still arises in that particular domain also. Maybe someday we all know that human machine interfacing, which is already happening by the name of the Neuralinks and many other initiatives, probably may bridge the gap and ultimately brings forward and gives us the possibility that may not be visualized or maybe visualized now but cannot be realized right now. So I always say that challenges are plenty, opportunities are numerous. So one has to think very wisely, deeply in all these domains. And as I already said, this international conference on AI-driven intelligent system for sustainability brings together all these sensitizing keywords. And I hope the deliberations over this conference by the experts, I think, will definitely evolve into the beneficial ideas for all the stakeholders, society, and a society by large. So I just wanted to say that as far as artificial intelligence and other machine learning or other areas are considered, CSR NPL is also working largely toward these things. I am not a man of the AI or ML or other substreams of these systems, but yes, my colleagues are working hard in these particular areas. Especially, they are working on the different aspects of the digital metrology, quantum communications, maybe most important area of the metrology, that means science of the measurement. So how to precisely and accurately measure the things, which ultimately defines how the things can be performed more efficiently with more accountable way, with involved uncertainty, errors, and minimization mechanisms for that. So they are actually working in those directions. We have so many kinds of PhD programs. We have different kinds of skill programs also going on. So whenever you find it appropriate, you can always approach NPL also. And otherwise also by various modes and means, we are always open to have the collaborative research and establish something that may be ultimately of larger benefit of the society or the country. So with these words, I just want to again thank the organizers for giving me meeting. And I also want to say that this conference will be a definite success because of the themes that is selected. And thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for such an inspiring and valuable insight address. We now introduce Dr. Manish Kumar Chetli, sir, Director ICAR, Central Institute for Research on Goats, ICAR CIRG.
Dr. Manish Kumar Chetli sir is currently serving as Director, ICAR Central Institute for Research on Goats, Magdu Matra, since 2022. He holds a PhD in livestock product technology from IBR at Bareilly and also completed his postdoctoral research at the University of Kentucky, USA.
With over 27 years of experience in teaching, research, and administration.
Thank you very much for the introduction. So very warm good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Rather, I should say it's a good noon rather than a good morning. So it's being at the outside, I want to say I'm really being privileged that I have been invited for this conference as a chief guest. And I'm really submit my gratitude to the Vice Chancellor ma'am as well as the Swaminathan, those that came to my room and invited me for that purpose. So it's been really thankful. It's been really privileged to stand before you, where all the people coming from the different sector, especially the engineering sector, they are being over here, and especially young ignited minds which are being sitting in this hall. That's been really wonderful to talk to all of you regarding the AI. I'm not a man of AI or the machine learning. I'm basically a veterinarian. And while coming to the stage, the Vice Chancellor ma'am was being sympathizing me that you are being coming in the last. So it's been really, so because those are being coming in the last, they have in a very few words to say, because many of the people which have been coming in before them, they have said almost all the points they have covered over there. And second point of concern is there that there is a good fragrance of the food is also being coming in this hall. And the students which are being sitting over here, they are being naturally, the new generation has a very small focus time. They are being more involved in the your mobiles, and others are being there. So to keeping them engaged for such a long period of 1.5 hours or 2 hours is a very difficult process. But still, I have a privilege that I am not from an engineering background. I am a veterinarian. So whatever I am telling to you, that's been a totally different story for you people. As you know that India is being number one in the livestock population. We are being having around 575 million livestock and 853 poultry birds. Means almost 1.4 billion livestock and the poultry are being there. For each individual, we have in India as a population of around 1.36 billion. So for each individual, there is one livestock or the poultry bird is being available. And we are being number one in the milk production. We are being number one in the going for the livestock population in the cattle, buffaloes, then going one in the goat population, and then in the, if you see in the sheep population, we are being fourth in number, and so many numbers are being there. We are being producing around 150 billion eggs and producing around 10.5 million tons of the meat and 250 million tons of the milk. Such a huge things are being available, and they are being contributing to the especially the nutritional security. All these produce are being producing around, giving a nutritional security of around 70% of the requirements. So there is a huge scope is being there. The point of concern how the AI and the machine learning comes over here. We are, as land size is being receding with the increase in the population. So at present, each farmer is having only 0.64 hectare of the land, if you see over there. Whereas livestock burden is being increasing, agriculture burden is being increasing, climate change is being happening, methane gas emission is being happening. So many things are being there which are being negative force. And here the things can be moved. If you are using AI and machine learning, by this we can go lot many things. One is like the conference title is regarding one of the most important features is the sustainability. And the sustainability, I draw that it depends upon the three major factors. 3 P's. One is the productivity, second one is the planet, third one is the people. Productivity, that with a minimum input, you can get the maximum output. Like I mentioned that in India, we have a huge livestock population. If we see with respect to the developed nations, the productivity is being very low. We are being comparing to the Israel and others where the milk production is being giving around 15,000 a liter per animal is being coming up in one lactation, whereas here it is only the 2,200. So almost 17% of that one is happening. So our major focus is that we should reduce the livestock burden and we should improve the productivity. For that, we require lot many things where the AI tools can play wonderful point. I'm going to explain all these things in the next part of that. Then coming to your planet, the green gas house emission is being increasing, methane emission is being happening. So that is being always being that the agriculture or the livestock is being meant responsible for it. How we can manage that one. And third is the people. It's for the people. How it's economic security, nutritional security, and other factors which are being involved. How it can be managed over here. So here we require a smart AI. S smart means S for the sensors or the AI tools which can make out the disease preventions of the animals, the genetic selection of the animals can be made, and it's also been the lot many other things that how the disease not only the prevented, it can be the predicted also. Like one of the things we have carried out over here in ICR system. I'm coming from the ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. What we are doing at Navedi, in the Navedi, that's one of institute that's been dealing with the veterinary diseases and its surveillance programs and others are being done. So we have developed a program over there where on the basis of the lot of data, we have been predicting the diseases in the particular agroclimatic zones as well as in the particular season wise and specific to the even to the species. And then the message is being given to the almost more than 10 lakh farmers that this disease can happen in that area, so you should go for these precautionary measures, right? Then we have to not only then the machine learning can also for the disease prediction is being there, then automated precision feeding, A for the automated precision feeding, like we have been working on the mission mode, how the feed or the fodder requirements can be managed for our livestock. And this is the most important part is being there because we have a lot of livestock resources, but still we are almost deficient of around 35 to 40% of the feed and the fodder for these livestock. So how this can be met? That can be met through precision farming systems, which can be the different tools can be used for that purpose. The basic purpose is that the right amount of the feed to the right animal at the right time should be given. That's the most important, so that the wastage can be managed. And this is there you can walk over there. Then the R for the reproductive efficiency through real-time analytics. That's the most important one, that we can have a best quality germ class and the animals which are being coming out of that, that's our new ones and the young ones, that should be of a best quality, so that our productivity should be improved. And for that purpose, the genomic selection by using the different bioinformatic tools and others, we can predict that this animal is being fit for the reproduction or not. Then the T for the traceability and the transparency. That is the most important one. As you might be knowing that India has been one of the biggest exporter of the agriculture output. So that includes around $55 billion US dollar agriculture produce is being exported from India. But still, there's a lot of stock is being there. We have been focusing that by the end of 2028, it should be the 1 trillion. How it is been possible? The major point of concern is being there that every importing country, they require the proper traceability of the produce. And that traceability cycle can be managed through only the data log systems and others are being there. So there you can play a major role over there. So we have to work, we have to converse together with the livestock farmers, the livestock owners, as well as the engineers, so that we can come up with a solution to these farmers. As our Raza Khan sir has mentioned that the artificial intelligence and others gives a wisdom, but there is a little bit, I just disagree with this point, that artificial intelligence without human intelligence is artificial wisdom. So technology should be guided by the various other factors. That's important is like in our case, it's the veterinarians. Those that can understand the biology understanding is the most important. Then comes the farmers, who understand the animals. Then the scientists who understand the systems, and then the policy makers, who understand the people. So all they come together. Then only the final output, which can be a sustainable module, will be there. That's the solution is being there. Like, there's a lot of scope for the young ones, especially in case of the startups and others. As Dr. Saba has mentioned that there is a lot of entrepreneurs are being coming up, lot of startups are being coming up, and as per the report, there's around 2 lakh startups are being there. But still, if you look into the agriculture and livestock sector, the number of the startups are being very, very few. It's being only around 7,000 to 8,000 startups are being there. But the scope is huge. So there, the requirement of the young mind is being there. How they can come out there, they can converse and make more profitable agriculture and the livestock sector. That's been the requirement is being there. So, like few examples where we can collaborate and others, like as I've already mentioned, the IoTs and the machine learning, they can go for the precision farming, the genomic selection procedures and others can happen over there. But still, there is a lot of scope in the marketing channels also. Because the agriculture producer, farmer is getting the lowest input. Like, जो हम लोग बात करें, तो farmer is being getting only 60 to 70% of the total value of the produce, while the consumer is being paying. And even this can be lower up to only 35 to 40% in the remote villages. And the intermediate, they are going to carry out 35 to 40% of the money. If the consumer is being paying 100 rupees, the farmer is getting only the 40 rupees. 60 rupees is going to the different channels. There, how the logarithms, your machine learning programs, your AI tools and others can play a role, and we can have the farmers can get a maximum benefit up to 80 to 85%. That's being the required. And many of the people are being doing on those lines. There are so many examples are being there, but still there's a lot of things can be done in that area. Then in the last, I will just say that the future of the AI is not only in silicon chips, but in cattle sheds also being there, grazing lands and the village courtyards, where you can come over there and join. So again, I want to thank the organizers for inviting me for this conference, and I am hopeful for the successful organization, as well as all the people coming from the, like he mentioned that it is being the hybrid mode. So the people coming from the different arena of the different countries or the different states, they can come together and come up with fruitful ideas which can bring good response to the farmers as well as to our Viksit Bharat approach. That's the most important one which is being required. Thank you very much.
Well, sir, I would like to bring out the point, or you pointed out. What I said was technology gives us the power. टेक्नोलॉजी हमें पावर देता है, लेकिन ह्यूमन विजडम हमें डायरेक्शन देता है. So I think that was wrongly misunderstood. Otherwise, that was the point. AI हम कितना भी यूज कर लें, ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस will always be there. और आपकी फील्ड में AI has a very big role to play. Lakhs and lakhs of data, and we really need AI. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your graceful address.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I request all our respected dignitaries to please proceed with the ceremonial unveiling of the conference proceedings book. I now humbly request our esteemed chief guest to kindly declare the conference open. All of you give a huge round of applause.
I declare the conference open.
I request all our students and participants to give a huge round of applause for all the respected dignitaries.
Please give a huge round of applause, everyone. Thank you so much to all our respected dignitaries for graciously doing the honors and marking this special moment of the conference.
Now, it's time to felicitate our esteemed dignitaries. Yes, the memento as a token of respect, love and honor.
May we respectfully request our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am and respected Dean Sir to kindly present the memento to Dr. Suren M. Jain Sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we welcome Dr. Itram Raza Khan, sir.
With great respect, we now felicitate Dr. Sivaram Khara Sir.
Again, thank you very much, sir. We then request to felicitate
इतनी जगह से लाने इतनी जगह किसी ने लिखा ना इसको रीजन जगह मैं काम खराब होता
again with great respect, we now felicitate Dr. Sivaram Khara, sir.
हमें शर्मा सर दूसरा साइड ऊपर आइए ढांचे ऊपर से
Thank you, sir. We then request to felicitate our Chief Guest, Dr. Manish Kumar Chetty Sir.
सर वो नमक अटेंडेंस वाला फॉर्म था आया नहीं था बस नहीं
Again, thank you very much, sir. And finally, may we felicitate Dr. K. Gururaj, sir, our own distinguished guest. Sir, please come on the stage. Students, give a huge round of applause for our distinguished
तुम्हारी शक्ल
dignitaries.
अटेंडेंस है बेटा तुम्हारी शक्ल अटेंडेंस नहीं थी क्या हो रहा है ये इसमें तो गरम गरम कॉफी हो और सैंडविच हो ना
बाहर आपको मिल
Thank you to all the respected dignitaries. As we come to the end of the inaugural session,
We invite Dr. Manish Kumar
पैसे जमा करो 1000 रुपये पर जमा करो ये काम
This is the vote of
एक
thanks.
लेक्चर देता हूँ और क्या
Students, please maintain silence.
Hello. Respected sir, sitting on the dais, around the dais.
2 मिनट बैठ जाओ यार
On behalf of All India College and Technology, Sharda University Agra, and the entire organization team of the International Conference on AI-driven Intelligent Systems for Sustainability, I consider it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks at the conclusion of this auspicious inaugural session. First and foremost, I sincerely thank our Honorable Chancellor Sir, Shri P.K. Gupta Sir, and Honorable Pro-Chancellor Sir, Shri Y.K. Gupta Sir, Sharda University Agra, for their invaluable guidance, motivation, and unwavering support, which have been the cornerstone in making this international conference a reality. I express my greatest, deepest sense of gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, Professor Dr. Jayanti Ranjan Ma'am, Sharda University Agra, for a visionary leadership, constant encouragement, and gracious presence, which have been a great source of inspiration for all of us. My sincere appreciation goes to Professor Dr. R. Swaminathan Sir, Dean Asset, whose academic leadership, strategic vision, and continuous support have played a crucial role in the successful planning and execution of this conference. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Manish Kumar Chetty Sir, Director ICR, CIFG, for graciously joining us and for sharing his valuable insights, which have greatly enriched today's program and provided meaningful direction to the theme of sustainability. I express my profound gratitude to our distinguished guests and eminent speakers, Professor Dr. Sivaram Khara Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Sharda University, Greater Noida,
We are deeply grateful to Professor Khara sir for his august presence and inspiring address. His visionary thoughts on higher education, research excellence, and technological innovations have provided invaluable guidance and motivation to the academic fraternities present here today. Thank you, sir. Professor Dr. Itiram Dada Khan sir, Professor SEST, Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi, we sincerely thank Professor Khan sir for sharing his rich academic experience and scholarly perspectives. His insightful deliberations have significantly contributed to the intellectual depth of this inaugural session and have inspired meaningful academic discourse. Thank you, sir. Dr. Suren Mahavir Jain sir, Scientist G and Project Director ADID DRDO, we are deeply honored by the presence of Dr. Jain sir and sincerely thank him for sharing vast experience in strategic research and advanced defense technologies. His thought-provoking insights have significantly enriched the academic and technological discourse of this inaugural session.
Hey.
Dr. Praveen Saini, Senior Principal Scientist, Professor ACISR, we are highly thankful to Dr. Praveen Saini for his enlightening contribution and expert insight. His profound knowledge and research-driven approach have added immense academic value and strengthened the interdisciplinary spirit of this conference. Dr. K. Gururaj sir, sincerely, we thankful to you that you have joined this occasion and made this conference a success, sir. Dr. Sadis sir, we really thank for you that you have joined one feather in our university, sir. I gratefully acknowledge the support and cooperation extended by all advisory committee members, organization committee members, editorial board committee members, organizing secretary, treasurer, stage committee, discipline committee, refreshment committee, and all other committee members, faculty coordinators, reviewers, session chairs, volunteers, and the entire conference team whose collective efforts have ensured the smooth conduct of today's program. My heartfelt thanks to all the delegates, researchers, academicians, industry experts, and participants from India and abroad for being a part of ICAIDISS 2026 and for contributing to its academic success. I also extend our appreciation to our institutional partners, sponsors, and supporting organizations for their valuable cooperation and encouragement. Finally, I thank the technical and non-technical staff of Shardha University Agra for their dedicated support in logistics, arrangements, and hospitality, which ensure the seamless execution of the season. Once again, thank you all for gracing this inaugural session and making it a memorable and successful meeting. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for beautifully acknowledging the efforts and support of everyone involved in making ICAIDISS 2026 successful.
May I request all respected dignitaries, guests, and participants to kindly stand for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Please sit on your places.
हाँ रे भैया
Request all our students to please clear the path for our respective
Hello.
dignitaries. All the
हाँ बोलो.
students, please be seated on their places.
पोस्ट कर दूँ अब. ठीक है, कर दी.